Sausage! Sausage!
Who was it?
Afternoon, monkeys. John from Yorkshire Monkey here. Something a little different today. I just couldn't believe this when I was reading through it earlier. And what I'll do is, as I'm reading through it, I'll edit some of the pictures into it, that these squalor that these kids were having to live in. Just unbelievable. 6 children found living surrounded by filth, dead rodents and faeces inside slum family home. Pictures from inside a filthy family home have revealed the utter squalor where 6 children had been living. The parents cannot be named because of reporting restrictions put in place to protect the identity of the innocent children. But the pair are set to be sentenced before a judge over the Victorian slum-era conditions in the home they kept. Now, images from inside the property have revealed the filth in which children were forced to survive, surrounded by dog dirt, mouse droppings and used nappies. The Wirral mum and dad, who both admitted child cruelty, will be sentenced in November. I'll keep a close eye out for that one. In the meantime, Liverpool's top judge has demanded answers on the children's welfare and what action was taken to protect them, after it emerged that social services were first made aware of the problems at the house 10 years ago. Here we go again. Trevor Parry-Jones, prosecuting, said, "What we were confronted with could only be described as a scene of terrible squalor, more reminiscent of the Victorian slum era than the 21st century. He added the officers perhaps generally described it as disgusting. Mr. Parry-Jones said rubbish was strewn throughout the house and the children's bunk beds and bedrooms were disgusting and dog faeces abounded on both floors. The bathroom was unusable, the toilet filthy, not having been cleaned for some considerable time, and there was rodent infection. Police officers called for help, evacuated the children and asked another patrol to bring food, clean clothing and new nappies. Both parents were arrested and interviewed. The dad accepted the conditions in the house were very bad and the children could have got hurt, but claimed he had cleaned up about a month previously. The mum, who like a partner, said she worked very long hours, confessed her bathroom hadn't been used for years. She revealed only takeaway food was eaten in the house and they had a large dog which made conditions worse. Mr. Parry-Jones said she accepted the house was, in her words, vile. Photos shown in court included one of the bedroom in a complete mess with discarded tins, plastic trays and wrappers. The second photo showed a bottle of bleach and dog faeces on the floor. Mr. Parry-Jones said the officers described the faeces as being everywhere and disgusting. School uniforms were stored in a room with old plastic bottles, bags full of rubbish and pot noodle containers on the floor. Mr. Parry-Jones said the officers indicated that used and soiled nappies abounded in the house and were just discarded everywhere. Prosecutor described the bathroom as filthy and disgusting and noted rodent droppings. He said the bath again is almost unbelievable in condition. It's been used as a refuse tip. The court heard the entranceway was full of rubbish and the kitchen was trashed, with the washing machine door missing and the floor covered in remains of takeaways and mouse droppings. The living room had no carpet and the floor was again covered in waste, as were the stairs, causing a trip and fire risk, whilst dangerous plug sockets had burnt out. Mr. Parry-Jones said the children's bedrooms were filthy, and in one drawer could be seen one of the rodents that had caused the droppings dead inside. He read the statement from one of the children who said the house was an absolute dump and not fit to be lived in. The victim said there was no running water, rubbish everywhere and dog poo all over the place, which was disgusting. He said the house had been like this for a long time and no one should be living there. The victim said, "I would say both my parents are to blame for these conditions, we just need help." Mr. Parry-Jones said neither of the parents, who had both previous convictions, had sought assistance despite knowing there was a dangerous, insanitary and a real health risk to each of the children. He said the children had been taken into interim care, but some might be extremely surprised to hear the authorities have been involved and concerns raised for many years. The court heard checks were first made in 2010 about the state of the house and that police had attended in 2013. They described it as unhygienic and dirty, which was conveyed to the authorities. The charity Catch-22 described the house as very poor in 2015. When police visited the premise in 2017, because some of the children were not attending school, they said it was not dirty but poor. The following 2 visits in 2018, police expressed concerns to social services about the living conditions. At that time, officers said the house was in poor condition. There was a layer of dirt, no washing facilities, rubbish and mouse droppings, and a bath full of used sanitary products. Dirty buggers. Mr. Barry Jones said, as a result of the police passing on the information, a child social care worker attended but didn't assess the conditions as bad. He said, fortunately, the disturbance this year brought the officers to the house yet again. However, he said, the people who have caused this are not those in authority. The cause of this is by direct inaction or passive actions of both defendants. There is effectively no escape from that. Yeah, that's okay, that's fair enough, but what about the fact that social services have seen all this squalor these kids were living in and not done out about it? That's just typical, isn't it? Okay, monkeys, let me know down below what you think about all this, and if you could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Okay, monkeys, stay safe, catch you soon.